Republicans in the House of Representatives allege the president knew of and benefited from the alleged improper business dealings of his son Hunter Biden, who's facing criminal charges. The White House says the investigation is a political stunt designed to hurt the president's re-election bid. Well, earlier Hunter Biden held an impromptu press conference on the steps of the Capitol, calling the probe into his father absurd and shameless. In Washington, D.C. for us is our North America editor, Sarah Smith. Sarah.
Hunter Biden came to Capitol Hill to speak out, just not to the committee waiting to interview him.
For 6 years, I have been the target of the unrelenting Trump attack machine, shouting, "Where's Hunter?" Well, here's my answer. I am here.
He's refusing to give evidence behind closed doors, instead denouncing the inquiry into him and his father as a political stunt.
And they have taken the light of my dad's love, for me, and presented it as darkness.
Republicans will not give up in their quest to grill Biden Jr. about his business dealings, and specifically whether his father profited from them.
We have specific questions for the president's son. He does not get to dictate the terms of this subpoena.
This House committee has already gathered thousands of documents, including bank statements, claiming they showed payments to President Biden that were linked to Hunter's business activity in China. Turns out that was just repayment for a car loan. They believe launching an impeachment inquiry would allow them to seek more evidence.
Mr. Biden's counsel and the White House have both argued that the reason he couldn't come for a deposition was because there wasn't a formal vote for an impeachment inquiry. Well, that's going to happen in a few hours. We think it's going to pass.
Hunter Biden is also accused of trading on his father's name when he was vice president. And all Republicans want for Christmas is evidence that proves corruption. Democrats, though, argue this is just a desperate attempt to try and find something, anything, to pin on President Biden.
The Biden impeachment investigation isn't a whodunit, it's a what is it? It's like an Agatha Christie novel where the mystery is what's the crime?
With a presidential election looming, Republicans hope at least a whiff of possible corruption will stick to what they like to call the Biden crime family. Hunter is facing criminal charges for illegally possessing a firearm and tax evasion.
And it was a great suit, believe me, a really good suit.
While Donald Trump is selling pieces of the clothing he wore when he was indicted for election interference in Georgia.
It is an authentic piece of the suit I wore when I took that now famous mugshot.
You could call it his lawsuit. Trump's legal problems are much more serious than anything the Bidens are accused of. He's facing 4 criminal trials, but they've not yet dented his electoral appeal.
The House of Representatives will vote very shortly on whether to authorise a formal impeachment inquiry, but that doesn't mean they're ready to bring charges against President Biden for any kind of wrongdoing. It merely means they will redouble their efforts to try to find something to charge him with. And also, Republicans here say they now want to hold Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress because he is refusing to answer their questions behind closed doors and saying any evidence he gives must be done so in a public hearing.